So for number 1, it says multiply the following numbers. So for number 1, it's 45 times 80. So you would have to do 5 times 0 first, which is 0. And then 4 times 0, which is 0. 8 times 5, which is 40. And the 4 would go on top. And then 4 times 8, which is 32, plus 4 equals 36. And then you would add them all together, which is equal to 3,600. For number 2, it's 40 times 48, so you would put it on top of each other again. 0 times 8 is 0. 8 times 4 is 32. And 0 times 4 is 0. 4 times 4 is 16. And if you add them all together, you get 1,920. Next is number 3, 58 times 96. 8 times 6 is 48, and the 4 goes on top. And 9 times 5 is 45, and plus 4 is 49. And 9 times 8 is 72. So the 7 goes on top. And then 9 times 5 plus 7. 9 times 5 is 45. And then plus 7 from there is 52. And then if you add them all together, it equals 5,568. Next is number 7. So 284 times 23. 4 times 3 is 12, so 2, and then 1 goes on the top. 8 times 3 is 24, plus 1 is 25. 2 times 3 is 6, and then plus 2 is 8. 4 times 2 is 8, and then 8 times 2 is 16, so the 6 would go here, and the 1 would go on top. 2 times 2 is 4, and then plus 1 is 5. So the final answer would be 6. The final answer would be 6,532. Because this one would have 3 steps. 8 times 3 is 24, and then 8, and then the same thing we did before, and then 5, and then you would have to do it 2 times because the 23, and that's how you get the answer. For the next part, it's multi-digit division. So 6 divided by 966. So 6 can go into 9 once, and then with a remainder of 3, so that would be 36. And then that goes into 6 times, and then 6 goes into 6 once. So that would equal 161. Next one is 10 divided by 2,460. So 10 times 2 is 20, which is closest to 24. And then with the remainder of 4, so 46. So 4 times 10 is 40, with the remainder of 6. And then that's 60. 60 divided by 10 is 6. So that's 246. Next is number 5. So 6 can go into 10 once, with the remainder of 4. So that's 43, and that can go into 6, 7 times, so that would be 7, and then it would have a remainder of 1, so it's 12, and 6 times 2 equals 12, so it's 172. Next is number 7. 3 divided by 408. 3 can go into 4 once, with the remainder of 1. So that's 3 and then 10 over here. So 3 times 3 is 9, which is closest to 10, with a remainder of 1. Then 3 times 6 equals 18. So the final answer will be 136.